What's up, everybody? Welcome to another food review series where I'm going to review the recently ranked #1 Indo-Pakistani restaurant in America called Agha's. This is located in the south part of Houston, Texas. They've been operating for over 20 years now, and I've come here multiple times on many occasions, and the food never disappoints. I'm going to order some of my absolute favorites, which is the chicken lollipops, the Hyderabadi goat Karahi, which is mouth-watering and juicy. Oh my God, I can't wait to go eat. So without any further ado, let's go eat. One mutton chops, of course, 2 chicken lollipops, 1 Hyderabadi goat Karahi, 1 Zira rice, 2 naan.
We have this new chapati kebabs in beef, which is amazing.
Let's get that. Yeah. All right. They've got an extensive menu here. They start with cold and hot beverages, some appetizers, barbecue grills, but they stand out for their grilled goat chops and chicken lollipops. Chicken lollipops is my absolute favorite. Whenever I come, I order 2 plates of it. All in all, I think I've over-ordered, but we'll see how it goes. I like this place so much that even their yogurt chutney is too good. Anytime I have guests over my house, I make sure I bring them to Agha's because this is the spot they can't miss before leaving Houston. This time, I have my father-in-law here. I've been coming here for over 4 years, and the best thing about Agha's is their service, their quality of food, and their prices have barely changed. They have over 200 employees, I believe. The staff is really nice. They're very attentive to what you need and make sure that we have everything even before we ask for it. The place is always super clean, and the food usually arrives between 10 to 15 minutes. It never takes too long, and this has been consistent over the past 4 years that I've been coming here. All right, here comes my favorite dish in Agha's, which is the chicken lollipops. I absolutely love this dish. You can see how crunchy the exterior is, but inside it is extremely juicy and moist. Okay, time to taste it now. Man, I'm so excited. You can see how juicy and moist the chicken is inside, but the exterior is extremely crispy. You can hear it. Even if I touch it, you can hear the crisp on it. It always comes right out of the fryer. It's fresh. It is nice, salty, crispy, savory. It also has a little bit of kick to it. It's a perfect combination of everything you want in a deep fried chicken lollipop. It's barely been 5 minutes. We've already got the chicken lollipop appetizers, and I'm already down 2 pieces. That's how much I love these lollipops, man. This is something I don't usually order here, but my wife loves lychee drinks. She got a lychee mint in soda. Let's give it a try. It's sweet. It's very sweet. I think they mixed lychee drink with some Sprite, some sort of a soft drink with it, and a lot of mint in there. You can definitely taste the mint. It's a little too sweet for me, so I'm gonna leave this for my wife. We've got our chicken lollipops here. We already talked about that. We've got the main dish, which are the goat chops. So they are coated with some sort of a masala that is extremely savory and a little bit spicy. So if you like a mix of spicy and savory, this is definitely for you. But regardless, if you come to Agha's, you have to get the goat chops. They're very well known for their goat chops here. This is called a beef chakoti kebab. This is a new item on their menu. The waitress recommended that we get this and try it out. We'll give it a shot and see how this is. This is minced meat with tons of spices in it and made into a ball shape. Anything that's served on a cast iron skillet is usually served on a bed of onions, tomatoes, and sometimes green peppers. To go with our dry dishes, we also got the Hyderabadi goat Karahi. I believe this is the best Karahi here in Agha's. So it's got a lot of spices. They top it off with coriander and lots of ginger. This is a bone-in mutton with spices and cook it low and slow for a very long time until the meat becomes super tender and falls off the bone. Best complement for that is usually naan, but I also like it with some Zira rice, which is cumin rice. Now it's time to taste all of these dishes. The first thing I'm going to try is their goat chops, so you can see how juicy these goat chops are. They come right out of the tandoor. I love the way that they char it a little bit so they get that nice crispy texture when you bite into that tender meat. But what I like about these chops is they never French the chops, so all that good and excess fat that is always usually on the bone stays on the bone and gets charred and infused with that meat. So it makes the meat a lot more flavorful, and that's always the first bite I take. Oh my God. Oh my god, this is so good. That fat instantly melts in your mouth and the spices kick you in the face. It's not spicy, it is super flavorful. Man, I absolutely love this. I can eat this every single day. You see how easy it just comes off the bone. I barely used any teeth to pull that meat off of the bone. It comes with a side of chutneys, but I like it just the way it is. I don't like to put any chutneys on it. And you can see how meaty the chops are. They're never like skimping on the meat. I also think they pound the meat to make it more tender. So it's not as thick as the usual chops that you find in other restaurants or a meat shop. You will not find a more flavorful chops anywhere out there. So the next thing I'm going to try is their new item on the menu, beef chakoti kebab. So this is supposed to be ground meat mixed with a lot of spices. It looks a lot like sheikh kebab, but the flavors might be very different, so let's see. I can instantly tell you it's a bit more spicier than the sheikh kebab. It's got a lot more herbs than the sheikh kebab. The flavor is similar to it. It's not that different from a sheikh kebab, but it is juicy. This is juicy. The waitress told me this is one of the most juiciest kebabs on their menu. And man, that is right. This is juicy. And as all other kebabs on their menu, tender and just melts in your mouth. Aghas have definitely nailed their meat selections. So in their karahis, I love their Hyderabadi goat karahi, which is goat mixed with a lot of spices, cooked in a karahi low and slow until the meat is tender and, like I said, falling off the bone. You can see I'm barely pushing through with my fork and the meat just breaks apart. The meat is not dry on the inside, it's super, super moist. The best part about this dish is that they cook it with the bones. It's not boneless, so you have that extra flavor from the bones. You can see how juicy and moist this piece of meat is. You can see all those juices within that meat. To go with this Hyderabadi goat karahi, I have a side of rice and a naan. Me personally, I'm more of a roti or a naan person, but to each their own. First thing, I'm going to try it with the naan. Take a big, nice serving of that. Look at that. I got the goat in it. I've got some ginger pieces and also that coriander that they top it off with. Oh, man. You can still taste the goat, even though it is coated in all of these spices. I can individually taste that goat and those spices that they put in. It is extremely flavorful. And the goat is not a lean goat. It has got a lot of fat in it. It makes the meat even more flavorful. I'm going to try just the meat. Not even chewing on it. Not even chewing on it. It is so tender and good. Oh man. It shouldn't come as a surprise that these guys have recently been ranked #1 as an Indo-Pakistani restaurant in the United States. Their food is a testament to that, for sure, for sure. Anybody who's ever visiting Houston and wants to try some Indian food or desi food in general has to visit Agha's and get the dishes that I've mentioned over here. They've got a ton of other dishes like biryanis, chicken curries, they've got seafood platters, they've got seafood barbecues, they've got other goat and beef dishes. You can try anything you want, but these dishes are, I think, one of the most popular dishes on their menu here. Let's try it out with a little bit of zira rice. Zira rice reminds me of back home because we used to go to a lot of dhabas and eat zira rice and dal fry. Any dhaba, if you go, you're always getting zira rice and something fried on the side with a curry. So we used to eat a lot of zira rice, and this reminds me of that. I've been eyeing this chili for some time now. It looks so appetizing. Let's try it out. It is spicy, but even the chili is so freaking flavorful here. My God. All right, now for the dessert. I don't usually order desserts, but for you guys, I went ahead and ordered some pistachio kulfi and rasmalai. Let's go in with the pistachio kulfi first. You can see they've sprinkled a lot of pistachios, and I'm sure there's a lot of pistachio flavor within the kulfi itself. If you love a lot of pistachios and the flavor of cream infused with some sweet pistachios, then this is definitely something that you should try over here. It's nice. It's similar to ice cream, just a bit more flavorful. Now time for the rasmalai. Rasmalai, I'm not really sure what they're made of, but they're like super spongy. So they put them in this milk concoction and the sponge completely soaks that up all the way through. So you can see how soft that is. This looks really good. It's not as sweet as I thought it would be. It seems a little bit diluted. Maybe it is supposed to be that way. It also has a lot of pistachios within it. It's good, not bad. I think I like the pistachio cookie much better. Okay, I'm gonna finish this up and I'll see you guys in a minute. All right, after the busy day I had, I think this is the best way to end the night. I don't usually eat Indian food outside. If I do, Agha's is the only place that I come and eat Indian food. I'm not trying to boast it, but I'm only trying to give Agha's the credit it deserves. That's it for tonight, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and liked the food that we had. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.